the air base at Roswell, and what he did on the way to the air base, he stopped by and he showed my mother and myself the debris that he picked up. And I realized that this is something very, very unusual at that time. But I told him I was going to get the book out. I've been thinking a long time about writing this. And yeah, I started in Iraq, where I was stationed for a while, and I was reminded of my mortality every day. So I thought, better.
But Jesse, let me stop you there.
So we got to start it.
Your father was photographed with some of the debris, and he told everybody it was just a weather balloon. Are you telling me now that your father was lying and he really thought it was a flying saucer?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you look at the look on his face, the way he's handling the debris, it's like, you got to be kidding me, because what he's doing is holding up a standard radar target from a weather balloon, and that is decidedly not what he picked up out of the field.
Yeah. The government accounting office, with all the groundswell of interest in the case, about 13 years ago, demanded that the Air Force do a full investigation and disclosure. I read the report. I'll quote from it. The Air Force efforts did not identify any type of extraterrestrial event or that the Air Force is engaged in a 47-year conspiracy or cover-up. What's your reaction to that?
Well, why are they covering up with the debris that was in the desert there? That was not what my dad was holding at the office of General Lady. So it's a totally different situation.
So you're saying the real object
deal was not.
You're saying the real object was recovered by the military, it was stored in a hangar, and it's still there somewhere being covered up by the military. Why would they do that?
Well, I'm not sure the military has anything to do with it now. I think, the story goes that the debris was transferred to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where it may be right now, but no one knows where the debris is. But I do know that there's a cover-up in action, and why they're covering up, I have no idea, because this was not a weather balloon or a radar target associated with the weather balloon.
I read the report, about 100 pages. It says, look, it was Project Mogul. It was top secret at the time, but it was simply high-altitude balloons carrying sensor equipment into the upper atmosphere to listen in on the Soviets on their nuclear tests. Sounds pretty reasonable to me. It'd have to be an awful lot of people who would be involved in this cover-up for decades.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The Mogul balloon was, the mission of the Mogul balloon was top secret. As you know, I just stated it was designed to pick up